Why are so many creators and players quitting Valorant?
I'm done with Valorant.
Overall, stuff like this just makes my games and a lot of other Valorant content creators' games extremely frustrating because these people are basically cheating to win.
Valorant, the game, the community is more dry than the Sahara Desert.
Guys, let's talk about it. A bunch of talented Valorant creators are switching their content away from Valorant or expressing a lot of their issues that they have with Valorant content because of a lot of reasons. Now, these reasons range from stream sniping to kind of a lack of content that you can create in general in this game. And in this video, I'm going to be exploring a lot of these and the impact they have on the community. Go watch the full videos from those other creators that I put clips of at the beginning of this video because they're really well put together, better than this one. And the creators put a lot of hard work into those, so I'll link those down in the description. I think one of the main issues that these creators are raising is that Valorant content is getting boring. It's getting stale, it's getting repetitive, and I can definitely see that. There are a lot of different types of videos that just get repeated and almost exploited over and over to try to get those views, to try to get those clicks. Now I'm going to go over some points that Egwick makes in his video. He makes really good points, and I just want to give my opinion on them. He starts off by talking about ranked Valorant, and how really the only kind of ranked content you can put out there would be clips, or maybe some smurfing content, like Curry does, his Duelist Radiant series, his Initiator Radiant series. Now, I personally don't have a big issue with smurfing content. I don't find it that big of a deal, like other creators might, or other people playing the game might, but I don't think it's the best content to put out there. It's not the most interesting, especially when the videos are just pretty much clips of Curry or other high-ranked players dropping 30 bombs against gold lobbies. It's just not the most interesting, in my opinion. And so I find that a lot of creators are kind of switching their content away from Valorant because of how little there is to do in the game. And that's where I came up with kind of my solution. My solution would be just to have fun. The point of video games is to enjoy yourself, and if you're creating content, you're showing other people how you're having fun in this video game. So if you're struggling to think of ideas or new content, then just have fun and show that to your audience. Show that it's still possible to have fun, although there may be these drawbacks in this game. And I know I talk about this a lot in my streams, and that's because it's what I try to do. I try to make my content to show me having fun and doing different little things in Valorant, in CS, in Fortnite, in these FPS games, where I can have fun and I can show you guys that I'm having fun. And that's really why I create content. So you'll see a lot of my stream titles are having fun in Valorant, fun in all caps, because that's often not what people have. They don't really have fun if they're stressing about ranked, they're stressing about smurfs or cheaters or stream sniping. And I just kind of want to highlight that and bring that back into the community, because that's the point of playing a video game. I understand it may be a little difficult to have fun in the current Valorant community, whether it be toxicity, e-dating, or cringe players on your team. In the case of toxicity, it's not really able to be solved. My biggest advice to you would be hit that report button. If you have clips of them being toxic or saying slurs, then send that to Riot. That'll be really helpful for them in getting that person banned. I think it's just, you're gonna have to deal with it, and I know that's difficult, and I know that's a little cliche, but in reality, there's not much you can do other than reporting. I also wanted to talk about kind of the e-dating aspect of Valorant, and how cringe it is. And I understand that it's for content most of the time, but I really don't have that big of an issue with it. I find it funny, personally. I know some people have a really big issue with it, like WestJet and other kind of polarizing figures out in the Valorant community. But for me personally, I think you can just mute those people. You don't have to listen to them talk. You don't have to watch that content if you don't want to. And of course, if you do want to, then watch it all you want. I really don't care. Just whatever makes you happy. So moving on to the last point of this video, Joseki brings up a good point in his video, so I recommend go watching that. It's a cool story that he tells. But he's talking about stream sniping. And stream sniping is probably the worst part of Valorant or any FPS game at all. Because the point of streaming is to have these real-time interactions with your viewers and your fans, and for your viewers and fans to see kind of a new kind of view that's uncensored and unedited. And when a streamer has to put on delay because the integrity of their ranked games is compromised, then that really kind of destroys that ability to have those real-time interactions with their fans. And that's why I think in general it's just really fucked. And stream snipers are probably the worst breed of Valorant players, worse than Edators or anything else you dislike in the community. But honestly, there's not much that can be done, and I really commend Joseki for keeping on his kind of real-time interactions, refusing to put on a delay, because that's the point of live streaming, and seeing his fans interact with him and just have a good time in general. So with that, that's pretty much the end of what I wanted to talk about in this video. Usually my videos won't be like this style of commentary of something going on in the Valorant community, but I thought this was pretty notable, and I know I'm a little late to this, but most of my videos won't be me yapping about a topic. It'll usually be me playing and having fun and expressing kind of, you know, my views on Valorant, but not in like 6 minutes of straight talking. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and got all the way to the end, then feel free to comment, subscribe, like, do all of that. Check out my socials, and I will have plenty of new content coming soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day.